Hey, just going to record a quick video here to take a look at Time Attack and the new UI that's now up. So for anybody who is stuck at work and wants to see what this looks like, I thought this would be beneficial to anyone. Of course, you can see here in the menu we've got the Time Attack showing up where we can look at the schedule as well. They mentioned it's a limited schedule, so there's just a few events, but those will be obviously increased as this progresses. So we'll go ahead and launch this. Now, they also mentioned this would be a desktop app that you could install and launch from your desktop. Doesn't look like that's quite yet available, so this is where you would always go to launch it, it looks like. I have launched this previously, and it looks like some things aren't remembered the next time you launch it. So it basically will default back to a tile view with the default sorting. And there is also an option in the menu that is remembered at the top here for a static background on or off. And I turned on the static background because the app felt a little bit sluggish for me. If I turn that back off, you'll see there's a kind of a live background that moves there in the background. But as I found when I'm navigating throughout the application, it feels like there's a bit of a delay through things. So for example, switching between the filters, after I click, it kind of freezes just a little bit and takes a couple seconds to refresh. So I think it's just retrieving new data there for that rather than maybe refiltering or re-displaying the information that it already has. So maybe some performance improvements to be made there. This is not remembered, so each time you restart the application, you'll need to reset what you prefer to see as far as series and sorting. It does do live filtering, so as you type in, it will filter. Again, feels just a little sluggish, kind of like there's a little bit of a delay before I type, before the key presses are shown, before you see the results shown. So it would be nice to see the interface just being a little bit more snappy and responsive. If you could do things more quickly through the interface, obviously if it remembered preferences, then I think that's a big step up from what we currently have, where we could just jump in and get around and get to where you're trying to go more quickly without waiting for information to come back from server side would be real nice. So obviously this is series racing. We can go over to hosted racing. And again, you've got your views, your sorting, your filtering. And I haven't tried creating a hosted race. So far, I have run into a Time Attack and had an error with that. I'll see if that happens again this time, where it basically said it would not be able to post any laps that were recorded because of a connection failure. So let's take a look at filters here. Look at everything that's active, and it's not applying. Okay, so now let's try it this way. All hosted. After I click that, it's not applying. Oh, okay, so now you can see that it looks maybe like these are essentially showing the same thing. I'm not sure what the difference is between all and active. I guess all are active. Road, oval, multi-class team. So there's road. I also tried registering for a practice session, and it wouldn't let me launch into it, although it did register me. As I switched back to the app, I could see that I actually was registered. Let's try that again. And let's go to, again, it's going to reset my filters back. So if I register for this, I'm not sure if it's going to remember cars. You can see how it's not showing the right car that's been selected there. Reset. Yeah, it's not going to let me, or it should select that car, hopefully. Let's see if we get that to register this time. Option to not show this. I guess it'll just go straight to register, so you could speed up the registration process. Also, when I first launched the app, there were some updates available. So there's kind of a constant little banner at the bottom that will let you know if there are updates available, and it was really just cars that I don't own, cars that I don't run. And so I went ahead and just downloaded the updates because I didn't want to see the update prompt coming up at the bottom every time. So I went ahead and just installed pretty much 100% content that was available for update to prevent that from happening. I thought that might be related to where I wasn't seeing a join option. Let's see if we get a join option this time. Still waiting. And I think actually, let's refresh here and see if it registered me. Yeah, so I did get registered, but I'm just not getting a join option through the new interface here. So something there in the connection is timing out. Okay, so now we have a countdown timer. Yeah, it's going to reset to 2 minutes. So option to register. Yeah, I still can't seem to join. Let's see if we filter by registered or sort by registered. Let's go out and back into series racing. So it's going to reset the view, and we'll go to road. And I like this view here because you can see all of the sessions listed. Little timer to each race. That's kind of cool. So you can see when the next races are coming up. But yeah, I am registered. I just can't join. So definitely an issue there. We'll have to cancel the registration there, and let's see if we can get into a time attack. All right, so let's take a look at the views here. Again, we've got our grid, we've got our list, active, completed, or future. So that would look at a future schedule once that's posted. And let's go to the Ferrari sessions. I wasn't able to see anybody last time I came in here. So it's showing the standings now. So maybe it did post the lap that I put in. I ran a couple quick laps to see. And yeah, I'm not seeing the lap that I ran earlier. And I didn't think it would work because of the error that I received. Comp info. Sort by name. So track names. These are all the tracks available to run in the Ferrari. Again, sometimes scrolling up and down, it'll sometimes just kind of hang and just be a little sluggish sometimes. Select a car. Okay, so this every time you come in here for the first time, these are the little tips that'll come up. You can obviously close those. There's an X in the upper right, a little bit hard to see. All right, let's just launch into one. So that's just going to launch the sim straight away. So last time I launched this, I came in and right away in the chat box it said there was a message communicating with the server that the lap may not be posted. So here's where it's trying to open that connection, and let's see if it works this time. Yeah, no errors. So now there is no fuel usage, and there's no, I don't think there is any tire usage as well in time attack. So it kind of keeps things static. There's probably a static track surface as well. Moderately high usage, which I believe matches race condition usage. I don't think the track will change over time, so I don't think we'll have any sort of dynamic track changes, and that makes sense as well. I think the intention is to keep things static, and you can just run as many laps as you want, no fuel to worry about. However, that means that you would want to run, you would think, as low as fuel as you possibly could, because you're not going to be burning fuel. So it looks like we can just drop that all the way down to minimum to get the car as light as possible. And the weather should also be static, I would think. Wouldn't change from session to session to ensure obviously we're comparing apples to apples. We're looking at laps. So let's just run a quick lap and see if this posts.
A few more, bud. Let's get us a solid pit stop here, guys. Come on, let's do this to right this time.
You can't see my steering wheel because I keep that turned off. just going to put one lap in so we can see if this will post and how it shows there in the leaderboard. That and jump out. No error messages. So now last time I did this, there was a bit of a hang and it took a little while for the sim to close. This time it closed right away, so that's good to see. And I'm assuming it's just going to refresh and show the standings there. Now it's just going to show the car that I had selected. So we can go into results. No results recorded. It might take, maybe there's a little bit of a delay before they post. Let's go out and back into this car. Let's see. That was kind of... Yeah, so it doesn't, was it 48.1-ish or what was it? Doesn't have anything posted yet. So there may be a delay. Let's just check this a few times here and see if that comes up at all. Not sure what am I doing wrong here. So if I go into the results, I guess that's just a result for the, okay, what this would be for kind of a combined points for all tracks combined for the car maybe, or for whatever set of tracks that they run. I actually have to just click into it anywhere on this bar here maybe. Oh, sessions. Yeah, so sessions, that would be kind of similar to just, it's a little bit more intuitive I think if you just have the tile view, the grid view. Click into it and you get the sessions. Okay, so there it goes. So it did work this time, so that's cool to see. Let's take a look at the full list. And it's not showing there yet. Okay, so it's just showing kind of a standings for, I'm assuming this is points for the various tracks that are listed here. But if I want to see how I did at Lime Rock, it's not showing that yet. Oh, this is cool. So you can just jump from track to track from here. Jump back to Lime Rock again. So maybe that'll just update and it just takes a little time before that gets posted there. All right, so there we are with the new interface and time attack. Thought this would be kind of cool for anybody who wanted to see it. Talk to you later.